Please be advised this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research to make and come to your own conclusions. This video will contain opinions and speculations. Thank you. Vibe magazine puts out an article, 7 bombshells dropped in new doc, the downfall of Diddy. After facing several lawsuits and numerous heinous accusations, Diddy's legacy is undoubtedly tarnished, and TMZ is among the first to release a jaw-dropping, comprehensive documentary on the matter. It's like kind of what they did with Britney. TMZ presents the downfall of Diddy. They got to make their money. Premiered on Tubi Sunday, April 28th, and featured rare testimony and alleged first-hand accounts from some prominent figures associated with Bad Boy Records founder like Audrey O'Day, Stevie J, Mark Curry, and even Suge Knight. The outlet also called upon legal experts and journalists, including Mark Lamont Hill, to dissect an unraveling of the fallen mogul since Cassie kicked off the domino effect with her chilling lawsuit back in November 2023. Well, I guess this is the preview. Damn! Oh, please. There were rumblings about Diddy's bad behavior for years, said TMZ's Harvey Levin in a voiceover narration. Really? Then why didn't you ever bring that up front? You always just Britney. Over the course of the documentary, the outlet collectively unpacks everything from the recent raids on Diddy's homes to his sexual harming and sex allegations to explaining what it all means in the grand scheme of criminal versus civil lawsuits and if Diddy can or will be convicted. And then they show, the last put out statement from Sean Diddy Combs on Instagram. The documentary has already garnered some backlash, as many feel it was premature. One fan commented, "Why are you guys making a downfall documentary on someone that's not yet found guilty or charged of any crime? Leave our black men alone." Others questioned why TMZ didn't discuss the downfalls of powerful white men. Prior to TMZ, investigative programming spotlighted Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, and the altercation between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Regardless, the 68-minute film delves into the deafening silence surrounding the Diddy controversy, his past transactions with holes within one lawsuit in particular, and much more. Bruh. Check out top 7 bombshells of the downfall of Diddy below. Number 1, Suge Knight isn't celebrating Diddy's undoing, offers solution to the troubles instead. Suge Knight was one of the few people who publicly offered empathy towards Diddy while serving his own 28-year prison stretch. He spoke with TMZ's Harvey Levin over the phone and left him speechless. In quotes, "My first reaction is not the reaction I thought I would have when it came to Puffy. You know what I mean? I thought it would be a reaction like he got what he got coming to him. because everybody knows what's going on. My reaction was actually different because I felt like, damn, the first thing that came to mind was Diddy's children. And the thing is, I feel it's a bad day for hip hop, a bad day for culture. It makes us all look bad, said Knight. Levin commented Knight's ability to extend grace despite their past rumblings, to which the former Death Row Records frontman stated, I am not the type of guy to cheer for people's downfall, and if somebody gets killed or something happened to them, I'm not gonna pop champagne bottles. If I have a problem with Puffy, that's for him and I to sit down in a room and resolve it. So for the tragedy on both sides, to victims, to him, that's nothing to cheer about. Whether this is legit or not, I mean, it is possible he's doing his time and he's clear-minded, and who knows? Maybe he's changed. Knight did admit that he believes Cassie because we know what type of stuff goes on, but doesn't feel Diddy needs to be destroyed. He feels the solution is as simple as honesty. By telling our truth, we can't change the past, but we can help the present and the future. Number 2, I always mess that up. Lil Rod's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, is being reviewed by federal disciplinary committee. Levin explained that Tyrone Blackburn, the attorney representing Rodney Little Rod Jones, is under the microscope of a federal disciplinary committee in New York. Levin continued, a judge who ordered that committee to look into Blackburn's tactics said the lawyer had shown a pattern of filing cases in federal court to garner media attention, embarrasses defendants with salacious allegations, and pressures defendants to settle quickly. Isn't that kind of their job? Just saying. This put Jones' credibility to question, and even Stevie J said his case got more holes than a Jamaican shirt.
Oh, no.
The latter also called Lil Rod a fraud and called the case an extortion attempt. Number 3, Aubrey O'Day feels Diddy's mistreatment changed the course of her life. This woman's been through a lot.
I got you, homie.
Aubrey O'Day is another person who's been vocal about her disdain towards Diddy over the years. The mistreatment is enough to change the course and direction of my entire life, said the former Danity Kane member. The mistreatment was enough for me to have to spend a good amount of time in the hands of professionals to learn what grooming is and unlearning the grooming. The treatment was so bad in some regards that I'm not ready to speak out about it, but I will. She didn't detail whether the ABUSC was verbal or physical, but did question why it mattered. I've been in physical ABUSC situations, and the verbal ones hurt me way more, O'Day expressed. The harm was significant enough to change the course of my life. On making the band alone, we experienced intimidation tactics, body shaming, beat downs, and then what we thought we were absolutely nothing. It was very much like he was training us to be good soldiers. I believe that. I remember watching Making the Band, and I do remember body shaming. I don't know if it was Aubrey O'Day specifically, but I remember, I think it was the small one with the dark hair. I think she was Spanish and she had dimples. I think it was something like she gained a little weight or she looked a little chunky in the face or something. And I think he made her cry. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure, but I remember something about that.
Okay.
Number 4, celebs remaining silent on Diddy getting called out. In a video montage, you'll see stars like Mary J. Blige, Snoop Dogg, Justin Bieber, LeBron James, Ye, Eddie Murphy, Ashton Kutcher, and more seen out with Diddy at various events. However, per Mark Lamont Hill's sentiment, Hollywood is eerily quiet about all the Diddy controversy, and it's because people in glass houses don't want to throw stones. Yeah, a lot of them are being very quiet. One legal expert compared the blatant support of R. Kelly when his controversy first surfaced, while Diddy has none. Zero. Stevie J feels that a lot of these cats don't have the heart, noting that some won't come out near it because they don't want to be affected. Absolutely. They're saving themselves. Number 5, a former employee backed out of the dock out of fear of becoming a target. Despite the rumored lack of support, some are still rallying behind Diddy. An anonymous employee was set to defend him, but backed out of doing TMZ's documentary at last minute. They wrote in a text to TMZ producers, "I'm worried Diddy has many enemies. I'm afraid that if I give my thoughts on what I experienced, I may be ruled as a target. I'm still on his side as far as my experience. His enemies may come after me. East Coast versus West Coast still exists." Then that needs to be exposed, don't you think? Number 6, Mark Curry claims feds confiscated over 250 cameras from Diddy's home. Claims and alleged. Okay. Mark Curry had a lot to say about Diddy, claiming that he can contest to the latter being physically abusey towards women, but that it's something he often did behind closed doors. "You go in the room, walk in, you come out looking not the way you came in," said Curry. But Diddy's legal team refuted, saying that Curry's statement was purely speculative. Of course they did. Later in the doc, when speaking on celebs remaining silent about Diddy, Curry shared if they have 250 cameras from his home, they have a whole bunch of images and footage of things that were going on in his house. The rapper also feels it could lead to further implications and or even retaliation. Number 7, legal experts hint that Cassie is among those who hold the key to Diddy's fate. I do believe that. She knocked down those barrier walls big time, and everything just flooded through after that, as it should. If it really is all true, people should feel comfortable after she's come out and spoke out to tell their side of the story. Towards the end of the documentary, TMZ noted that federal authorities have their work cut out for them, especially if they want to convict Diddy on more weighted charges, like the SEX beep beep. Andrew Shirakowski, a former federal prosecutor, detailed that feds are required to prove the use of force or coercion. So testimony and evidence is needed as it relates to the actual business that occurred. Tracy Walder, former CIA officer and FBI special agent, said that she has knowledge of certain prostitutes who were willing to cross state lines with Diddy. But the power dynamic still needs to be explored. It just takes one of them to be going against their will for it to be considered human. Beep, beep. She explained Cassie may be subpoenaed as one of those witnesses who need to testify in court, according to the lawyer. Walder added that she feels this federal case will be nearly impossible for Diddy to sweep under the rug. Well, I guess we shall see. I don't know. But when it happens, I can't wait to see it.
But you had some concerns verbally about how you wanted to express yourself and how you felt, and you just kept it real and funky. And he wants you to say everything you said to him directly and make him understand and feel what it is. So when I was going to her, there were some things that y'all wanted to express to me. I heard that there was some kind of protesting, some objections to some of my trains of thought. Sometimes we're gonna have it out, so we gotta have it out. Let's get busy. Aubrey, ain't got nothing to say? You got such a big mouth when I'm going. What you gotta say? Say it now.